So, anyway, in today's episode, by the way, in the description I wrote, you might be hearing my neighbor cutting grass. I don't know who the hell cuts grass at 7:30 in the morning. I really don't. It is... I guess people are that fucking bored, man. Like, stay indoors. 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 By the way, that's a SpongeBob reference. Where, SpongeBob stayed indoors. That's what it makes me think of, like, this whole fucking rule of stay indoors, social distancing, keep away from everybody. They might have it. They might have it. So, I will say this, folks. I am at that peak of insanity. I mean, for God's sakes, I made a Ramones joke. And I love the Ramones. Beat on the brat. Beat on the brat. It's a good fucking song, by the way, for those of you who never heard it. But this whole insanity, this whole paranoia is ridiculous. So for me, I look at it like I don't know what we're doing anymore. People are scared. And for me, I find it, annoying. People are terrified. Hello. So, people are like, they're terrified. I mean, I think what it is that people, I look at people who've been posting a lot. The April Fools. It's hard to believe it's April. Now, for example, it doesn't help much that we have a governor in our state. Nobody voted for him in. Literally. Like, we had one governor who got kicked out of office because he had an affair. Yeah, shocker. Politician has an affair. And I remember I cracked this joke. And I remember a lot of people got mad at me. Because they said it was, a horrible joke to say. I was like, well, we got our first Jewish governor ever, and everyone betrayed him. Everyone just looked at me and they were like, what? I was like, well, now he knows how Jesus felt. And everybody looked at me going like, I just fucking killed somebody. And it was a joke. because for those who never met me, I like telling jokes. I wanted to be a comedian. And everybody just looked at me like I fucking murdered somebody in front of them. And the thing is, the thing that they don't get is I voted for the guy in office. So the joke's on me. I voted for the first Jewish governor because I didn't like the person that he was running against, Claire McCaskill. No, it wasn't Claire. But the thing is, it was Josh Hawley I voted for. The governor I still voted for because, but I miss Jay Nixon, like, who I voted for as well. I voted Democrat and Republican, for those who don't know. Hell, I voted for Barack Obama. That vote still bit me in the ass. So, and no, I did not vote for Trump. It was him and Hillary. It was like, either way, we're fucked. It was like literally the red wire, the blue wire. Either way, nothing's gonna go good. So, it was literally that situation. And this governor now, the farm boy from the small town in Missouri, is completely locked down our state. Where we cannot leave the state. We are stuck in this state. And it's possibly till August. And the thing about it is, it's I don't listen to him. I listen to Trump. I'm going to Trump. I'm like, what are we going to do? And I will say this. I feel horrible for the president. I really do. Any direction he goes, people are critical of it. They're like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. No. So, one thing that I wanted to talk about, and I love conspiracy theories. I am a huge conspiracy theory junkie. I love that shit. I believe full-heartedly, and nobody talks about this oddly enough, not even the conspiracy theories message boards. Nobody's talking about it. They're focused in on what this presidential bill is that's signed into law, where everything is possibly done for. I don't know. I put my faith in God, because that's who I'm going with. All my baskets are in that. And for me, I full-heartedly believe this. I believe China really, really, really did this. I believe that China unleashed this coronavirus first on their people who were protesting against them in Hong Kong, then everybody who supported them. And China is a shithole of a country. It is. And one thing I also wanted to point out is, has anybody ever noticed that the most people who are scared the most out of this are the Hollywood celebrities and rich people? Has anybody noticed that? And the thing is like, they are the most scared individuals. And those fuckers live in a mansion. They have all the money in the world. They're stocked up. Except Brian Philippine, who apparently likes going to get his sub sandwiches and stuff, even though everybody says you should stay in your homes. And they're all scared. They're all fucking terrified. And they all look like shit, by the way. If you ever look at them, apparently not enough blood, not enough adrenochrome, which is adrenaline blood they feed off of. Because adrenochrome is apparently adrenaline pumped blood, and people who drink it or whatever they do with it makes them youthful. That's what apparently it is. Except for me, I drink a little bit of the bubbly, which I'm drinking strawberry bubbly. Not bad. The good news, the bad news is I'm out of strawberry bubbly, and all I have is cranberry. I'm like, fuck. So, once I'm out of that, I get paid tomorrow, and I get paid tomorrow. I'm giving one thing I feel bad for is, like, my sister has a cold, like allergies. And I was like, are you going to go to the doctor? She goes, I got to pay the doctor $80 so I could go in. I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, fuck, I'll give you $80 tomorrow. Because she has, for those who don't know, she has a scar in her lung where she had asthma. And I was thinking, like, shit. Like, you need to go in there because you have a scar in your lung. You had asthma as a kid growing up. She's like, yeah, no. I was like, well, I'm going to give you $80. You're going to go in the fucking doctor. Because she took, for those who don't know, she had, like, allergies before the virus thing happened. And she broke out in hives. She took this medicine. Her friend said, like, this will get rid of the cold. You just drank this liquid. It's like Alka-Seltzer, yeah. Cold and flu. She drank it and she broke out in fucking hives. Like, her head was burning and itching, and, like, she broke out in hives. And she had to go to the hospital. So I was like, well, I'm giving you money. You're going to the fucking doctor. Like, this virus thing is no fucking joke. Like, even though none of us have it, it's apparently no fucking joke. So that's where she's going. If I have to drive her ass there. You're going to the doctor. You're taking... Yeah. So, that's what's going on in my world. So, I know a lot of people are like, do you have it? No. I may sneeze and cough, but I sleep with the fan on, and it comes back and bites me in the ass as well, so... Everything's coming back. So, one thing I wanted to point out is all these celebrities apparently have corona. I don't know what they're touching. I don't want to know what they're touching. But they all have it. And Idris Elba, really, neighbor? The sun is not even out, dude. It's cloudy as shit. So, the neighbor, sorry, not my neighbor, Idris Elba, he's not my neighbor. If he is, I'd be like, that movie Cats sucked ass, alright? I don't know what the fuck this dude was thinking. Like, I love cats, but I'm sure if you put a cat to watch the movie Cats, they would look at us and be like, what the fuck were you people thinking? He's so weird. He is, like, everybody is... This question came up, and he got defensive. Everybody was asking, how did he get the testing kit for corona? Because it wasn't available to anybody at the time. Now it's available. Now you could just go to your doctor, like, I need the corona test. Like, I went to my doctor, and we were talking about it. Like, me and my doctor, we talk, even though he is on my case about you need to slim down more, which I am. I slimmed down, even though I bulked up, working out, lifting weights and all that. And he says you need to lay off the hard stuff, which I'm doing. By the way, I'm doing this Mediterranean diet, mostly eating salads and stuff, which I was never a meat eater. Like, I was more of a vegetarian type person, even though I love deli meat. I love deli sandwiches and stuff. But it's, the Mediterranean diet, like, the salads are fucking perfect. You get greens, you get cucumber, you get red onion, you get tomatoes, lots of tomatoes, which I'm just like, shit, I love it. Feta cheese, stuff like that, black olives, like, you put all this stuff in there, it's really good fucking stuff to eat and stuff. The salads are great. Some of the stuff I'm just like, they do pastas and stuff, and I'm just like, no. Kidding. But one thing I saw was this vegetarian chili. And one thing I tried was like turkey pepperoni. Like, I put pepperoni in my salads at times. I tried a turkey pepperoni, and it's actually really good. Like, I thought I would hate it, but it was actually really good. Like, I thought, like, man, this isn't bad. And I love spinach. Like, spinach is like my favorite now. Like, I love spinach. I don't eat the canned spinach. I buy like the bag of spinach. I fucking love it. I love spinach. And it's not only good for you, it's like really, really good stuff. Like, especially in salads, sandwiches. Not bad stuff at all. Like, I love spinach. And I was just like, that spinach is going in that salad. So, I am like Popeye the Sailor Man when it comes to spinach. So, one thing for me, it was basically that's one of the things I enjoy is that not only it's good for you, but it gives you a lot of energy, which I don't really need. I have plenty of energy. But it's really, really good. So, anyway. So, one of the things that came up during I need to go back to the Idris Elba thing, is he now came up with a new terminology for the testing. He came up with a new terminology for the testing. The testing is called test shaming. I don't know. Like, the first thing I like to know is, does anybody sit down and proofread tweets anymore for celebrities or interviews and stuff? Like, I get it. He went on Oprah. Nobody fucking likes Oprah. Like, her falling was hilarious. Where she was talking about balancing, and that bitch couldn't hold a balance. So, like, the thing is, it's a question that everybody wants to kind of know the answer to. It's like, where did you get the testing stuff before it became available for everybody? And that's an honest question. And I'm not saying like this whole coronavirus thing is fake. It's not. So, anyway, I believe that there are people who are you know, are kind of making it up. Like, I don't know if he has it or not. I don't know. But his videos are stupid as hell. And it's like, it's hard to believe that you're a good actor, but yet you are a dumbass behind stuff. So, anyway, DC Comics. Let's get to the comic stuff. We're going to talk about it. A lot of people wanted me to finish what I was saying about Gotham High. I'd rather be high than read that book. You're probably going to need to be fucking high when you read it. So, DC Comics confirms all digital comics are available tomorrow. One thing I wish they would fucking do is I love you more. One thing I wish they would do is put some of the books on the DC Universe app. I feel like I wanted to rant about this a lot, besides the DC Legends game, which I fucking quit playing. I think everybody quit playing it. I quit playing it. I just had enough with it. The app kept crashing, freezing up, loading problems. I just quit. So I'm playing Injustice 2, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy that game. It's one of those fun things. It adds more content, and I love the Injustice comics in the video games. But I love the comics more than the video games. The comics add more story to it. It flushes out the universe. In the comics, the first Injustice series, based on Injustice 1, it really fleshed out the video game. Like, the video game had a good story. Like, good cutscenes. It looked like a movie. Especially Injustice 2 cutscenes are, like, brilliant. But the comics really fleshed out the universe in Injustice. It gave a backstory. And it made me hate Superman a lot more. Because Superman's a bitch. So, I know a lot of people get mad when the thing is, I mean, here's the thing. I have nothing against Superman. At all. I just feel like a lot of Superman fans are stuck in the 1980s. Instead of being part of the current time period. It reminds me of the time when my dad refused to buy a DVD player when it first came out. And it took my uncle. My uncle bought it, dropped it off. He goes, "Welcome to the 21st century." And walked out the door. And it was funny. And my dad was just sitting in the chair going like, "I don't want it." So, for those who are wondering what my dad's like, if you ever watch Everybody Loves Raymond or The Goldbergs, Frank and Murray are a mixture of my dad. Minus that my dad's not like Murray Goldberg, who walks in, drops his pants, and sits in his chair in his shirt and underwear. He's not like that at all. My mom would be like, "You better put fucking pants on." I cleaned that chair. And, they're a mixture of that. Like, especially Frank. My dad is a bit like Frank Barone. It's kind of funny though. Like, he doesn't like technology. Like, I want to tell this joke. This one was funny. This happened yesterday. I was like laughing hysterically. he was bored. Throughout this virus thing, I said to him, like, if the apocalypse happens, apparently it's now, according to people, they over dramatic at times. Doomsday preppers is no joke. The only problem is we had to keep you, old fart, entertained. I mean, you sit there and you're like, I'm bored. There's nothing on TV. People are boring on Facebook. I was like, you would get us all killed. You would give away our location by your boredom. So, and for me, I'm like, I'm prepared. I am prepared. Like, once I saw The Walking Dead, I was just like, shit, I don't want to be like Rick. I need to be prepared for everything. So I have a backpack with me. I have a first aid kit, hand sanitizer, hand wipes, notepad, a pen, a MacGyver knife, which is a Swiss Army knife. I am prepared for this shit. Like, I just take my backpack, and I have 2 bottles of water on the side, and the pouches. I'm prepared for this shit. I'm riding out this storm. Like, I recently got my Batman plastic water bottle, hiker's bottle thing. It's not a bottle thing, it's like a pouch. It's a water pouch, that's what it is. A Batman water pouch to carry with me. In case I don't have bottles of water, I just have the pouch and I just fill it up and out the door. I am prepared for this shit. I'm riding out this motherfucker. That's what I'm doing. And I am always... I just always been that way. I always been like, you need to prep and prepare for the storm. To quote one of my favorite quotes in a movie called Driving Lessons, when shit hits the fan, get a tent. And I got the tent. And that's just kind of how it is. In which I do have a tent. It's in my van. I don't know why. I always been that way. I always been like, I need to prepare for something. And now just like, you have to stay in your home. Which, you know, reminds me of the SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob gets hurt, and he stays indoors with the chip and a napkin and his friend Chip. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of that episode. And of course, to Lilo, there would be no chips here. I mean, my cat got bored. My cat got so bored, she started beating up Wonder Woman. She found a Wonder Woman action figure I had and started throwing it in the air and just like dropping it. She beat up that Wonder Woman figure badly. Like that. So anyway, back to DC. Let me click on all these stupid ads. Enough. So anyway, DC Comics director publishing, Michael Schelling has announced a new listing of DC titles that will be available digitally this Wednesday. A report previously made by The Bleeding Cool, they no longer will be publishing direct-to-market aimed monthly titles planned for April 1st, including the much highly anticipated Batman 92. Instead, those titles will be rescheduling on April 29th. Damn, they pushed Batman back from the beginning of next month to the end of next month. Other DC Comics sources have informed them that this will be a pattern going forward. While distributing comic stores are on lockdown, print distribution is absent and reduced, with a 4-week delay on digital editions of comics in question. So, instead, DC Comics will be offering digital-first titles such as Gen Lock, Teen Titans Go, Batman Adventures, collections such as the new Freedom Fighters trade, Transmigration, Book 3, and current listing of Comixology DC Comics Stranded Market Select titles, books available digitally first as Wanted, The Most Dangerous Ones listing. So here are the titles that will be available. Like one thing... Hold on. My girl. Yeah, she is definitely Catwoman's girl. I don't know where she's at. I know she was behind me. Now she like disappeared, which kind of scares me at times. I hate it when she does that. Like she will be standing right next to me or behind me, and all of a sudden I look down, she's like, poof, gone. I'm like, stop doing that. Even though I taught you that. Don't do that. So, anyway, what I was saying was, these digital books, for those who have subscriptions to DC Universe, like myself and many others, it's annoying that we pay $7.99 or $99 for a year. I pay $7.99 monthly. Same goes with like Boomerang, which I fucking love, which came in handy because I've been watching Scooby-Doo marathons, and I sent my email and password to the account to my sister, so my youngest niece and nephew can watch Scooby-Doo or Be Cool Scooby-Doo, because my sister's like, they're bored. Can you give me the Boomerang password email? I was like, yeah. Here you go. And the DC Universe app, here's the thing. They don't put new books out. They haven't even updated the Catwoman Rebirth series. They're like at 9 issues. Digitally. And they haven't updated the Batman one since Tom King left. So, what the fuck were they been doing? And for me, it's just like this time, it'd be perfect to like have people here in the US who like don't have it be like, you want new comics from DC? Get the app. Get a subscription to it. That would be great. But they don't. They don't. Instead, it's like, you basically got the app for shows that you have to wait a fucking year to get. You don't add new movies except the animated films, which, I'll be honest with you, during this time, I don't want to watch Superman Red Son. I really don't. Nobody bought... I'm not making this up. I went to Walmart one time. And I walked past where they have Superman Red Son. Nobody bought that film. It is like full on the shelf. It went like people were buying Captain Marvel over Superman Red Son. I laughed at it. I laughed, and I was just like, this is funny shit. This is hysterically funny. And nobody bought it. Nobody bought that movie. Everyone knows that movie kind of, is not that good. I mean, like when Batman Hush, I seen Batman Hush, man, they were sold out. The $14, $15 DVD was like gone. The one for Superman Red Sun, still there. I mean, this is one Walmart. I don't know what the other Walmarts are like. But I was just like, damn. Nobody doesn't want it. Even the Snyder films are gone. The thing about it is, like, I don't want to watch Superman Red Sun. I don't like Superman. I'm not a Superman fan. It's bad enough I know the character and know how they should make Superman films. But I don't like the character. I really don't. I don't get people's obsession with it. It's kind of like the same way with Jason Todd. Red Hood. It's like, why do you make Red Hood such an emo, whiny bitch? Why do you view the character that way? Like, Jason Todd is the toughest SOB character. He grew up on the streets of Gotham. He got into fights. He stole things. He got kicked around. He's not some whiny, emo bitch going like, you remember me, Bruce? I remember you. How could you forget me, Bruce? It's like, shut the fuck up. Stop being a whiny bitch. Like, that was the thing that annoyed me with Arkham Knight. And it's like the moment where Bruce could, Batman could punch him. If I was Batman, I would have punched his fucking lights out. Like, that's what I would have done. But, I'm not Batman, fortunately. But I would have done it. So here are the first digital books coming out April 1st. First issue special, number 8. I don't know what it is. Batman, The Adventures Continue. Detective Comics 356. I have that. I have that. For those who don't know, I collect Detective Comics. I've been on a journey of like collecting all. I'm like Ash Ketchum. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. And the reason of it is like Detective Comics is where Batman started. I mean, if you ever look back on it, when you ever look at the first appearance of Batman in Detective Comics, you're like, it's hard to believe this one character will create an entire world. And I know a lot of people like, he created a $2 billion franchise. It's like, no, you look at this one moment. This one moment, he's standing on the rooftop and the criminal's like, it's the Batman. You didn't realize, like, that one signature moment creates an entire universe. Not only an entire universe, but a way of life. Lifestyle culture. Where people took their code. They took the code from Batman. They created like this lifestyle code. People like think about that. That is like the most amazing thing ever in comic book history. It's been around for 80 years. Went through different decades of life. I mean, think about that. That is something amazing. So, I mean, that's why I collect the Detective Comics. Like, it's just, like, I am still looking I mean, I found one thing that kind of stuck out to me, like one thing I found on Amazon. They want a lot for this book. Let me find it. It was something, like, I was just like, man, I would love to have this book in my collection, but when I saw it, I was just like, I don't know if I could do it. Let me find it. It's one of my favorite villains. Batman reprint, DC Comics reprint, Batman 121. First appearance in the story of Mr. Freeze. They want $26.95 plus $4.49 shipping. I saw that. I was just like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could pull the trigger on it. Like it's one of my favorite. Oh, no way. DC Comics, DC Collectibles, Batman the Animated Series, Mr. Freeze action figure. And yeah, by the way, I did see Batman the Animated Series props. They had like the Mr. Freeze gun, the Batarang, the grapple gun. I saw those and I was just like, that is so cool. Like, when you imagine like buying those and you have like, if you're a cosplayer, you cosplay as Batman from Batman the Animated Series. That is like the one version of Batman I would cosplay as, because I fucking love that cartoon so much. Like, it's pretty much my childhood. I love that animated series, and I look forward to seeing the digital comic Batman. The adventure continues. So, after Detective Comics 356, Doorway to Nightmare, number 5, Eclipso, number 3, Freedom Fighters, Rise of a Nation, Gen Lock 14, Justice League of America, Celebration of 60 Years, Super Friends, number 4, Teen Titans Go to Camp, number 6, The Spectre, Weird Mystery Tales, number 1, Wonder Woman Volume 2, Love is a Battlefield. Well, my Catwoman's going to be excited about that one. Wonder Woman Volume 2, Love is a Battlefield. I never got to read Teen Titans Go to Camp. I didn't even know they made that. Like, why didn't anybody tell me that? Like, I love Teen Titans Go. Wish people told me that. I would have read it. Teen Titans Go to Camp. Oh, it looks like a cool book, man. Oh, they got it on Amazon? I'm gotta see how much they want for it. Ooh. Oh, man, August 4th. Damn it. I'm adding their favorites. Wonder if they have it on DC Universe. Kind of doubtful of it, but yeah. Yeah, I've been watching that show too during lockdown. Like, I have it on when I play it, and I have a noise in the background and stuff. Season 2 of Harley Quinn is coming the 3rd of April. I look forward to it. I do look forward to seeing what season 2 is going to be. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see Mr. Freeze. Is gonna be a Catwoman. I can't wait to see Catwoman appear in it. I wonder what her relationship with Harley and Ivy's like, because and I hope they bring Batman back. They need to. Gordon too. Gordon was like one of my favorites, but the one character that is my favorite in the first season is Bane. Bane is by far one of my favorites. The Joker and Bane conversation on the phone.
You don't believe who crashed the party? Harley. And she brought tigers with her.
Like, that was my favorite of it. Like, that's the thing I loved, was like the whole like conversation. Like, they weren't like villains. Like, they talked like regular humans. Like, you had Joker overreacting. She crashed a stupid thing. It was just, it was funny though. Like, it's one of those shows that I think people, are gonna get a kick out of it. Like, Alfred Molina's doing the voice of Mr. Freeze. Alfred Molina, Doc Ock, is voicing Mr. Freeze. Who would have thought that? Like that was like, I was just like, you got the right guy for the job. Like, yeah, it is just insane. Like, love it. Just, I dig it. Like, I dig that they got, Alfred Molina doing the voice of it and stuff. So, one thing that's kind of weird though is, I want to point this out, is like, I bet like during this whole like lockdown, people staying home, I bet you're going to see a lot more Bigfoots out and about. I just realized that. The Flash, Batwoman, and Supergirl have release dates on the CW. Previous teases and Spider-Man Clone Saga. So first, let's read about the return dates for The Flash, Batwoman, and Supergirl. Let's see. CW has announced the release dates for Flash, Batwoman, Supergirl, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Riverdale, Drew, and Katie Keene. I don't know what the fuck Katie Keene is, but okay, sold or delayed for a season and are pushed back. Nancy Drew returns with new episodes starting Wednesday, April 8th. Riverdale returns April 15th, Wednesday. Katie Keene, I don't know who Katie Keene is, but Thursday, April 16th. The Flash, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, will air new episodes Tuesday, April 21st. Batwoman and Supergirl will air new episodes Sunday, April 26th. One thing I want to point out, I mean, they might have more success due to like football or baseball. You fuckers took those away. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Like, no baseball season, no spring training. That is what's killing me, I think. That is what's really just annoying me, because it's like anytime there's like baseball season or spring training, I immediately am watching it. I am watching baseball. None of that. Like, when the XFL ended its season early, I was crushed. I was upset, aggravated, pissed off, cursing. everything. Like, and I know a lot of people are like, well, the XFL isn't real football. It's not like the NFL. Fuck you. I love football. And was I upset over the Rams leaving? No. I was more upset about one of my favorite baseball players I watched growing up leave. Albert Pujols went to Los Angeles. The Angels. I was more upset about that. Because it's just, Albert Pujols still is like one of the larger than life baseball players in St. Louis. A legend. And now he's just like looked at as like, oh, he's an old man who brings nothing to the Angels. It's like, that's what bothers me the most. Is like, this guy was like the next Stan Musial. Basically, the next Stan Musial in the making. From the beginning. And he became like this. I mean, he didn't really like become like Stan Musial. He forged his own name and records. And that was one of the things that was so great. Like, I remember, when Scott Rowland left. Scott Rowland is one of my favorite players as well. The greatest third baseman in baseball history. I don't care if people say, Jeter or, A-Rod or whatever. It's like, A-Rod played, I think A-Rod played third for Seattle and the Rangers. I think he moved to shortstop. Yeah, I think he moved to shortstop when he joined the Yankees. Because I think Jeter was the third baseman. And it made no sense that the Yankees had like two third basemen, and so one of them had to move to short. No, wait, yeah. Jeter was the shortstop. A-Rod, was a shortstop, and A-Rod had to move to third. My brain is like trying to think. Yeah, A-Rod became the third baseman. My mind was just kind of like slow today. But Scott Rowland was, the toughest third baseman in baseball. The dude played with one arm. He injured his shoulder, and he played with one arm. I mean, he outplayed David Freese, in my opinion. And David Freese was a damn good third baseman. It was a travesty what happened to him with the Cardinals. Like, they dumped him off and he went to like different teams. Pittsburgh, the Angels for a while, Pittsburgh, I think the Dodgers. I'm trying to remember where he went. But the point I'm making is like, you see all these great players go, and it's like, the point I'm making is when Albert left, I believe it affected more of St. Louis than the Rams leaving. Because the Rams were out the door, basically, even though they were with St. Louis. But they wanted out because, you had Kroenke, who is one of the worst sports owners in history, who I'm sure is enjoying this virus because his wife is one of the Walmart people. And Walmart is basically enjoying this virus as much as anybody. I'm just being an asshole saying that because I fucking hate Walmart. Fuck them. Fuck them and their toilet paper shortage. I have toilet paper, by the way. I'm just, it's ridiculous how people take up all the toilet paper and they turn that fucking aisle into candy. Fuck them. So I don't look forward. I don't look forward to tomorrow. I really don't, because tomorrow will be April 1st. I am in no mood for jokes. If someone tries to make an April Fool's joke, I will basically throw them against a wall like Batman did to that thug in Dawn of Justice. So I don't look forward to it because I have errands to run tomorrow. Not really going anywhere. Just 2 stores and home. That's it. And I had to pay my cell phone bill. Because I need it. But I don't look forward to it because, because I mean, like, the thing I don't look forward to is, like, usually when I get paid, I will go to, like, the comic book store and I will buy comics. I will go there, buy comic books, and chat with the people, and out the door. All that's gone because stores are closed. So basically, like, the only 2 stores that are open is Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and that's it. That is it. Like, no other stores. Not GameStop. Nothing. Like, this is like a joyless world of shopping. And I hate that. Like, I don't like I mean, I have nothing against the people who work at Walmart. I really don't. I need to pick up some bubbly. You could taste the strawberry. I love strawberry. So, for me, it's just that thing. Like, I know this episode is supposed to be like talking about comics and cracking jokes. I will get to Gotham High, but I felt like today I just felt like talking about random things that I enjoy. Strawberry emoji. The flavor is just perfect. So, like, for me, it's just I enjoy it. Like, let me tell you, people, like, what you will see in the book area. And I wrote this at Half Price Books. I miss you. Like, that is what I wrote to them. Like, I miss you. I miss going into that store, going through all the books in that store, going through comics, trade paperback book, comics, all that. And now, when you go to Walmart, you will see this. You will see the teen books, the kids' books, magazines that, honestly, nobody buys. Religious books, where there's no problem with that. None whatsoever, except Joel Osteen. He can go to hell. I don't like Joel Osteen. I don't like that feel good. You gotta feel good. Seed faith. Put your seed and faith. Put your money there. That's basically Joel Osteen. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude. Speaking in tongues and all that shit, go to hell. I'm not making this up. I used to watch Faith Church. Until he started speaking in tongues, I was just like, I'm out. I don't want to give my money to you people. I need God, not, here's $20. Thank you. I don't need that. So, anyway, there's that. The magazines, buy digital books. I don't know who buys digital books. And finally, there is the smutty, cheap romance novels. the smutty, cheap romance novels where the cover of the book is basically a shirtless dude with six-pack abs and a woman holding him, touching him, all that. All those fucking books on 4 shelves. The big majority of it. And the only ones who will buy that books are lonely 60-year-old grandmas. I don't know who the fuck buys those books. Who buys them? Yeah, and the thing is, and I'm going to point this out as a dude. As a dude, I find that kind of offensive. Alright? I find that kind of offensive. I find it just as offensive as 50 Shades of Grey. Because it's just like, really? Like, feminist buys those books? Like, have you read that? Like, it's like Magic Mike. I find that movie offensive. Why is that movie there on Mother's Day shelves? Like, who the fuck buys that movie for their mom on Mother's Day? You know how awkward of a conversation that would be? Oh, that's... would you imagine, like, the conversation between 2 women on the phone? Oh, that's so wonderful. They bought you, roses and, a rose bush and all that. Well, my son just bought me 50 Shades of Grey and Magic Mike. Like, who the fuck buys that? Who buys that? At all? I seen that on the Mother's Day shelves and I'm thinking like, oh shit. Like, really? Like, as a person, as a guy, I find that offensive. Like, it's like, first off, here's the thing. If you're a feminist, if you're like an Ashley Judd feminist who wears a pussy hat, you have no right to complain about gender equality when you buy Magic Mike or 50 Shades of Grey. You don't. You lose that privilege to talk about equality while you're watching a dude stripping his clothes off dancing for you, or a dude tying a woman down and fucking her. You don't have no equality to talk about that. And I'm a feminist, dude. I support women's rights, women's equality. I am, like the Stieg Larsson type feminist. I believe that women should have rights to go anywhere they want, do anything they want. They shouldn't be covered with a giant bed sheet where all you see is their eyes. You should not do that to women. Women should have the right to express themselves at all times. Say what they want to say. Say how they feel. That's how it is. Marriage and relationship is a two-way street. It's just a lot of us guys aren't driving the car. So for me, it's just like, I find these type of cheap, smutty romance books offensive. Why is it that these books take the majority of the shelves? Like, I read books. Like, if I want to read a book, I find a good book. Like, when I found the Catwoman novel on the DC Icons, I was surprised and stunned. Because they don't have those type of books on the shelves. They really don't. They don't have a lot. Like, they had comic books in the book section. Now they moved it back to the original section where everybody just walks past it and don't even see it or acknowledge it, except me, and people will look at me like, that dude reads comics. How weird. How weird is that? He buys all Batman miniature figures. And he reads comics. How weird. Like, I'm not making this up. Like, I always get the look from people, like, when I buy comic books, like, the people are like, are you kind of old to read that? It's just like, fuck you, I read whatever I want. Like, when I bought the Joker book, or the Joker movie, sorry, I was going to say novel, I never bought the novel, I did check it out once by Brian Azzarello, Joker, and it's not that bad. If you like Azzarello's writing, then by all means, I do that. I do that too. My love, they do the same. The funniest thing that ever happened to me was when I bought the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, and I ended up giving it to my sister. Like, my sister been waiting. My oldest sister, who I talked about the Doritos and Mountain Dew. She's not the one who needs to go to the doctor. It's my second oldest sister. Anyway, when I bought the Joker movie, this woman just looked at me and looked scared shitless. Because there weren't many people buying that movie. A lot of people were very hesitant at buying it because they heard things about, on the news, like fear mongering over the Joker movie and all that bullshit. This woman looked at me and was like, oh shit. White boy buying a Joker movie. So this woman just looked at me like, and just like, can I see your ID? Because you have to show your ID when you buy an R-rated movie, which is weird, but it's like, okay. So I showed this woman my ID, and I got the Joker movie. And this woman just looked at me. She just like watched me walk out the fucking door of the store. Because this woman was just like, this dude just bought the Joker movie. And I guess they're, really. And I guess they're thinking, like, I'm going to come back with my hair dyed green, wearing a red suit, start dancing. I guess that's what they're thinking. Or yelling, you get what you fucking deserve. Whatever. And I'm just sitting, I'm just like, and I walked out, and my dad's like, wow. I was just like, did you not see that? He goes, what? I was just like, this woman just stared at me buying the Joker movie. Like, what the hell was that? And I watched the movie, and my sister enjoyed it. My sister loved it because she loves Joaquin Phoenix. She just loves any film. She loves Walk the Line. Like, she just loves Joaquin Phoenix's work. And she cried watching the movie Her. And, like, she fucking loves everything that dude does in film. And she's like, I really love this movie. I was like, you can have it. Like, I watched it once, and I walked away going, like, questioning my morality. Like, questioning everything I do. And the movie, that's the thing about the movie is so beautiful, but you walk away like questioning yourself and the world around you. And I read and heard things like they're talking about doing a sequel to Joker with, Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips coming back. And for me, I would love to see it. I would love to see not only a Joker movie, but a Batman movie by Todd Phillips. Like, a Batman movie set in that universe. Even though I think Robert Pattinson will bring the same style and ability, performance that Joaquin Phoenix did with Joker. Because Robert Pattinson, I think, is going to be a really, really damn good Batman. And a lot of people were just like, I remember when he was first cast, I was like one of those people like, really? Like, and the thing was, like, I didn't go like, oh, Edward Cullen playing Batman? No. Like, I was just thinking like, wow, really? Like, until I watched Good Time, Belle Amy, I think is what the film's called, and Lighthouse, part of the Lighthouse, trailers and clips and stuff. And I was thinking, like, I could definitely see it. I like Good Time was like a good fucking movie, man. Like that was just like, this dude just went deep into that role. Yeah, that's what the film's called. I think Belle Amy is what it's called. I think it's what it's called. Yeah, Belle Amy is a drama history about it's about Robert Pattinson, who plays a morally bankrupt schemer, rises in the upper echelon of Parisian society by seducing serious, powerful, wealthy mistresses. So he plays a guy who seduces a lot of women, and it means my good friend or something. He was good in that film. Like, and the funny that it was a good film, because when you see him wear the top hat and the suit and stuff, you're going like, that's a dude from Batman, Gotham by Gaslight. It was, he played, he gets really into the roles and stuff. Like, when I seen the movie Map of Our Stars, he deserves to play Batman forever. Like, I felt bad for him in that movie. Like, I was just like, this poor guy had to do a sex scene with Julianne Moore, and he did not look comfortable. And of course, he did say in an interview that he did not feel comfortable doing that scene. And I was just like, this poor bastard deserves to play Batman. And there's nothing against Julianne Moore. Like, Julianne Moore was at that time where she wanted to do nude scenes and other fucking crazy scenes to show off her body and all that shit. And it's like, lady, you're 40. No. Enough. And this poor bastard had to do that scene. And immediately I'm just like, this guy deserves to play Batman. Like, if he had to do that scene and he was not comfortable, let him play Batman. And watching him do the trailer and stuff, and I got a lot of the Christian Bale vibes. Like, I was like, this dude is definitely going to go Christian Bale. That was a phone in the background. This dude is going to go Christian Bale on Batman. And hearing the things that he did, like, he ate dirt or mud, and he was punching himself in the lighthouse to get really into like this intense scenes, and he was like hitting himself. I'm thinking, like, this dude's fucking crazy. That's good. Like, I part of me wishes that they would carry a camera and you could just see how he prepares for the role of Batman. Like, imagine the craziest shit he's gonna do. Where there's like a moment where Batman has has a bloody lip or something from getting punched, and he's like, no, I don't want the fake blood, and he punches himself in the mouth to bust his lip open. I'd be like, that dude is fucking crazy. Like, imagine if he does that. Like, that is crazy. Like, would you imagine that? Like, all of a sudden someone tells Christian Bale that, he's like, I didn't do that. it'd be like Robert Pattinson just topped Christian Bale on punching himself. like for me, I'm just like, this dude wins it. And the thing is, I'm gonna miss Ben Affleck playing Batman. I really do. And by the way, there's a lot of people. I want to point this out to something. A lot of people probably upset that there's not gonna be any Batman merchandise for the movie The Batman. I found this on TeePublic, which has like independent artists and designers making their own T-shirts. And Lilo just woke up from her nap. For those who don't know, Lilo sleeps and she wakes up from her nap. Anyway, this person named this artist has made a Batman T-shirt based on the designs of the Batman on TeePublic. The designer, and it's designed and sold by a designer named Papa Bat. And no, the person did not ask me to like plug their shirt and stuff. He makes not only like T-shirts, he makes wall art, phone case, and stuff, and a hoodie. And it has the Pattinson bat symbol and the name, the Batman, in red. It's a really cool shirt. I just wanted to tell people that in case, and there's also, he also made like one which is just like the logo design of the Batman symbol. Just kind of wanted to tell everybody that because it's really cool design. I might end up buying it. I don't know. Like, I probably will buy it. So for me, I found it. I just kind of wanted to throw that out there to everybody. And there's like one I really like, which is by there's like one cool design I really like, which is the Lego the Lego Batman. There's one with an owl. I was thinking of buying that for my sister. For those who don't know, there's this story where she shot at an owl trying to get her chickens. But I was like, it's probably a chicken hawk, but So I just wanted to tell everybody about the Batman thing. Like I can't wait to see what they bring out for the Batman, especially Legos. I cannot wait. Also, there's a really cool thing I wanted to talk about. I found this online on the Batman news, and we'll talk about it and we'll wrap up the show and stuff. I have a lot of things to do. Not really. Just do my workout routine, push-ups and sit-ups, and I walk around the house. So, anyway, this one's pretty funny. Funko Pop Batman Funko Pop Films shows Michael Keaton and George Clooney's Batman's doing a face-off, which is really cool. Where is it at? I'm trying to find the... Oh, here it is. McFarlane Toys shared the first images of Arkham Asylum, Batman, and Joker. McFarlane Toys has shared their new product pages of the first two upcoming DC multiverse figures. We have new details of the upcoming Batman and Joker from the Arkham Asylum. It's really, really cool looking. Like they are so accurate on the designs and look of it. Of Batman and Joker. It's very cool, very like I can't wait to see it. I did buy the McFarlane like Batman from Batman the Animated Series. And it's really cool. The figures are like they're $20. I know there's some people that's $20. They're really cool looking figures. I will say this, like they're worth the $20. I'm not plugging it, mind you. I am not getting paid for plugging their action figures. I'm just saying, as a person who collects Batman stuff, these figures are really they're really in detail. Like, McFarlane makes these figures worth the money and stuff. And I bought one, which I have the Batman the Animated Series, because I fucking love the animated series. Like, they had like 2 different ones. They had the Jim Lee Detective Comics 1000 figure. They had the Harley Quinn animated series. They had the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey one, which I talked about before, which I saw this woman wearing the Birds of Prey the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn jacket, buying the Harley Quinn figure from Birds of Prey, which I didn't make a joke. I didn't make a arrogant, ignorant comment about it. I was just like, oh, somebody likes Harley Quinn. That's cool. That's great. Like, I will say this. I respect that woman, because she was carrying her geek flag, putting it down, going like, this is what I am. Like, wearing that jacket. Respect. Respect. That's what I give somebody like that. You're carrying your geek flag and banner with pride. That's awesome. That's cool. I wear Batman shirts. I look like a It's kind of funny though, because it's funny though, like, my sister asked me, like, do you ever get tired of wearing those shirts? I'm like, this is who I am. Deal with it. This is who I am. I wear a Batman shirt. I have my Batman bright ass yellow and black shoes. This is who I am. Deal with it. I love you. I love who you are. I love who you are more, my love. I am that person. I you have to be proud for who you are. That's why I said, like, Batman, the entire, like, comic book culture is just an amazing thing. It's like, you're basically who you are as a person. Like, the reason you connect with the characters so much is that you see a part of yourself in them, or you see who you are in that character and stuff. From Batman, Catwoman, to Jason Todd, to even the Marvel Universe. I'd be honest with you, if there's anyone who's like Tony Stark, I'm surprised they're not dead. Just for being like being an asshole to people. They're like, So, and the thing about it is, it's the amazing thing about, comic book culture and stuff, is just that. I'll be honest, like, one thing I don't understand is, like, people who, like, I connect with the Joker, but once you see the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, you're kind of like, yeah, I can definitely see there's people who have a connection to the Joker. Like, that's the thing about, that's the thing about geek culture, is like, there's many different people who have connection to characters. I still don't understand the Joker. It's the same way. It's like Superman. Like, I don't understand Superman, but I'm sure there's somebody who does. Which, I get that. But honestly, how can you be a Boy Scout and stuff? Like, how can you be, like Superman? I don't know. But anyway, the figures for the McFarlane DC multiverse, they look really, really good. They look amazing. They look like straight out, like, I wouldn't say straight out of the video game, but straight out of the video game design. Like, you have the Joker, who has, remember those crazy teeth where Batman has to, like, destroy them with a batarang? It has that. I did this. I look, and has Joker's gun. I will say this. I cannot wait for them to do Arkham City. I can't wait to see, like, if they do like Arkham City where it has like Batman and Catwoman, I am gonna buy both. Especially the Catwoman one. I would carry that action figure everywhere. I wouldn't let it go. It's like, I love that figure. I think they do have Catwoman Arkham City action figure. Let me look and see if they do on Amazon. Catwoman Arkham City. Let me see. Oh my god, they do. DC Direct Catwoman Arkham City Series 2 action figure. It's perfect. Ooh, they got different kinds. Let's see. Let me see what the other one is. The other one's like... Okay, they're kind of asking a crazy price for... Oh, it's the Arkham Knight one. Holy shit, $62 for one? Damn. I don't know if I could buy it. Like, oh my god, they got this one's adorable. Collectors, DC Collectibles, DC Artist Alley, Catwoman by Joe Ledbetter design. It's Catwoman, literally a cat, a cartoon cat. That is adorable. So, anyway. Oh, this one's really cool. This is a DC Comics Batman Arkham Knight video game art FX statue. So it's basically Batman kicking in through a wall. Huh. They got Penguin, which is like a penguin with an umbrella gas gun, Robin as a robin bird, Batman as a bat. That is adorable. we do have the Catwoman white and black statue figure. damn, they got one Batman one, which is Batman by Chris Ugama. $125 for that fucking figure. That is insane. But anyway, I love the little Catwoman cartoon cat figure. $11 for it. That's not a bad offer for that one. Those are really adorable. I love the Batman one. Batman is a cartoon as a bat. And the penguin one I really dig. Like, it's a little penguin with a little penguin, cigarette with a umbrella gas gun, and I really like it. So, anyway, we're wrapping up the podcast and stuff. Yeah, basically I just talked for like an hour and 30 something minutes about random things. Shit, I forgot to talk about Gotham High. We'll get it covered and over with now. I will say this: Gotham High, it really just doesn't. I don't know. The book just really doesn't speak to me. Like, when you look at a book and it's like, the thing is, like, I don't really care for the writing. I think the writer, I think the writer just came in with her own idea of, like, what she wants in Batman stories and stuff. Like, like, when you come in, you're writing a Batman story or something, you should respect the characters and the previous writers and artists who made the characters great. Like, you shouldn't come in and be like, I'm going to take a movie idea and a TV show I like and, force those into the Batman thing. It doesn't work. It does not work. You look at Superman Returns, where Bryan Singer was like, Devils Wear Prada. I was reaching out to that crowd. And it's like, no, dude. Like, the people who go see Devils Wear Prada aren't gonna watch a dude in fucking blue tights and red cape flying around. Nobody's gonna watch. None of those people are gonna watch that and stuff. Like, especially where that dude is standing outside of Lois Lane's house, watching her and her family eavesdrop on a fucking conversation. Nobody's gonna root for that guy. They're gonna be like, that dude is a super creep. Instead of a Superman, he's a super creep. Nobody's gonna watch that movie, and nobody's gonna care. This woman, flat out, basically from the interview I read in yesterday's show, she really doesn't fucking care about the characters. She more cares about the, spicy drama and the love triangle. That's what it is. And that's what she cares about. She doesn't care about the characters. It's like when you read Catwoman Under the Moonlight, that writer and artist really, really cared about Catwoman, Selena Kyle. They cared about that character. They took their time writing and drawing it and made that book perfect. Perfect. And you felt the emotions of the character, not just from the writing, but the artwork. This book just does not have any flat-out emotions. None. Like, I looked at the artwork for the changing of the canon of Batman's parents dying. I had no emotions or feelings whatsoever in the artwork or in the writing. That was it. Like, it just felt empty. That's what this book feels like. It feels like an empty book. And people are giving it 4-star reviews on Amazon and whatever. There is none. There's no feelings or emotions or, rooting for the characters. There's none of it. This book is just empty, hollow. None. Whatsoever. And stuff. And, if people are going to buy the book, that's great. Good for them. Good for you. I'm not saying not buy the book. Buy it. I don't care. I'm just saying I'm not going to be the one buying the book. I'm going to skip it. If there was one book that was available to buy, I would buy Teen Titans Go to Camp. So, by the way, for those who are wondering, if you're in the Show Me State or anywhere else in the U.S., go to Walmart and buy comics. That's now the one thing you have to do. I'm pretty sure DC Giant books are going to be there. After this podcast is uploaded, it's probably not. I'm probably going to go there and I'm just going to be like Darth Vader in the end of Star Wars Episode 3 yelling no. But now, for me, I feel like this Eric Cartman, where people are going you have to go to the store and buy stuff. Me, I'd be like this. My neighbors are letting their dogs run loose. That's the bad thing about the fucking virus. Is my neighbors. It's basically it for me as Cartman, going to the stores. Screw you guys, I'm going home. The bad thing about this virus, especially here where I live, is there's no one has the virus. That's good news. The bad news is people let their dogs fucking run loose because people are scared to walk outside. Just not my neighbor who mows his grass. He doesn't care, apparently. But my neighbors let their dogs run loose. And they run loose. They don't go after the cats, which is great, because if they did, I would go out there with a shovel and start whacking. Get away from my cats, you assholes. But especially the psychedelic looking cat. That cat's pregnant, so leave that cat alone. So, except Bane, the cat named Bane. I mean, he will beat the shit out of any small dog. Again, this small yappy dog did not learn anything from the last encounter with Bane. Bane was standing out in the yard sunbathing. Because that's what he does. And here comes this yappy little dog, and Bane looks up at it going, we meet again. Wonder what will break first this time. Your spirit or your body? But again, it came back. It was probably the cat Bane. I named it Bane because this cat is huge. This cat is big. He's bigger than a Shih Tzu. So the dog came back, and Bane just had this look on his face.
So you came back for another ass whooping.
this dog came up, and Bane was not amused. I'd never seen a cat in my life tackle a dog and pin it on the ground. That's what this cat did. I was standing in the kitchen doing dishes. I was washing up a plate and stuff. And I saw it. I saw this cat tackle this dog. And I'm thinking, holy shit. And this dog was yelping. Like, the cat wasn't hurting it. It was a small little dog. I take it was a puppy. So, this cat tackled this dog. This dog is yelping. And all of a sudden, I see my dad go out there and go, like, cat, get away from that dog. Leave that little dog alone. And this cat just stares at my dad. And I was just like, I wish I could record this. My dad has a conversation with this cat. And the cat growls at him. My dad's like, I ain't afraid of you. You big ass thing, you. It walks away. And the little dog's trying to, like, you know, my dad's like, get out of the yard. And he walks back in the house. I'm like, oh, I guess you met Bane. He goes, more like Bane in my ass. It was just like, some of the stuff he says makes no sense whatsoever, but it is perfect to hear it, because he will say shit that is just, like, sometimes offensive but funny. Like, no toilet paper. No toilet paper. How am I supposed to wipe my ass? Just... And the social distancing is amusing because he laughs at people who take it serious. Like the social I was just like one time we were in the bookstore before they closed it down. I was just like, I seen this lady wearing a mask. He goes, oh my God, did you keep your distance? I was like, yeah, I got my distance from everybody, even you. He goes, oh, thanks a lot, jerk. I was just like, well, you know, you cough, I don't want to catch what you have. He goes, I don't have corona. And he yells it really loud in front of everybody looks. I'm just like, oh my God. It's just... And he now makes fun of people who take it seriously. And there was this dude who was kind of like looking at us with a dirty look. And my dad walks up behind this dude and coughs really loud and walks away. Scared the shit out of this dude. To the point where this dude rushes through the store and gets out quickly. I've never seen someone run to their car and put stuff in there so fast. My dad's like laughing about it. And it was just amazing. Now my neighbors are arguing. So anyway, we're gonna wrap up the podcast, and anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Usually I would go buy new books and talk about them, but I don't. So anyway, I guess I'll talk about things I bought on Amazon, since Amazon's now going to be the one delivering shit for people to buy. I wish Jeff Bezos would give us Amazon Prime. Like, everybody who's going through this, he'd be like, everybody's got Amazon Prime. If you order stuff, it'd be shipped to your house quickly and safely. I don't know if it's going to happen. But, damn, I wish it would. I would order like a shit ton of toilet paper. So, anyway, I will be back tomorrow. Guess talking about stuff I bought on Amazon, since no stores are going to be open except Walmart, God willing. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. So don't forget to wash your hands, keep your social distancing from people, and yeah, so